Springfield Oil Group CEO Kevin Okyere has been described by Forbes as one of Ghana's savviest yet understated entrepreneurs. The Financial Times last month announced that Springfield had struck oil in deep water off Takoradi, saying Okyere's oil exploration enterprise had made 2 discoveries totaling 1.2 billion barrels of crude oil off the coast of Ghana in a block that would be bigger than the country's current biggest, the Jubilee Block. If confirmed, the new discovery could significantly boost production in the West African country, the Financial Times said. The Jubilee field is operated by the UK's Tullow Oil and is one of Africa's largest recent find.
Why? All right, I used to sell water at a sports stadium at a very young age, at the age of 10, 11, thereabout. I believe that whatever you're doing, just put your all into it and do your all, and you'll be able to achieve whatever your main objectives are. Don't look down to any opportunity.
Okyere set up Springfield Group in 2008 and started trading in the downstream of the oil and gas sector in 2010. It then supplied products into landlocked countries before trading in Nigeria, the biggest market in the region, exporting crude oil and also handling the exports of new production and complex logistics from gas to liquid processing.
Now, on an average, it takes companies maybe 12 months or so to be able to acquire an asset, but it took us 4 years. But we never stopped. It was very difficult, it was very challenging, but we never stopped because we had a goal that we needed to get to. So in 4 years' time, in 2016, we finally got this asset, this oil block. And then we've been working at it ever since then by, first of all, bringing, at that point in 2017, it was the biggest seismic vessel in the world called a Ramfor Titan, to shoot a 3D broadband survey, just to help us really assess the opportunities that were ahead of us. And this is what has finally brought us to the stage whereby we've drilled successfully and we found hydrocarbons in commercial quantities.
Surely is not. Commission, right? Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. That's smart.
You need to grow organically. People are trying to look for, trying to get bank loans and stuff before they can start. You need to grow organically. Start with whatever little space that you can work in and then grow it gradually to where you finally want to be. We wanted to be in the exploration and production phase. We couldn't do it from day one, so we started with trading and built up capacity to get to exploration and production.
This month, Okyere is preparing to make the announcement on the new oil find with members of President Nana Akufo-Addo's government that will catapult his company to the forefront of oil production. All the hype around Okyere stems from the fact that his is the first African energy group to explore and find oil in deep water.
We have a very large population of youth on the continent, and they are very, very smart, young men and women who have amazing ideas, but a lot of times, because we have nothing to look up to, and we think, we are not capable of doing, things that easily we are capable of doing. So I think this is an inspiration for the continent, and that's what actually excites me. I think this is going to make people do much more and better than what Springfield have done, because they will feel like if Springfield can do it, then we sure can do better. I've always said that I cannot afford to fail, because I've met a lot of young people who walk up to me and tell me on a daily basis, they come to me and they say, "Sir, you are our inspiration. With all our challenges, we wake up and we look up to you. So if I fail, then basically they have no hope, because a lot of people are looking up to me. And I need to succeed to enable the average African to think that there are no limitations to their capabilities."
We are here today on our distribution mission. I think that Springfield earlier on had mentioned that part of our scholarship project, we are supplying over 10,000 Ghanaian school children for the underprivileged all over the country. And as some of you may already know, we call it STEPS. We are in one of the schools at this very moment. We believe that these schools in particular enable the children to be school ready. What I mean by that is it's quite a distance, and sometimes some of them don't have shoes, or the shoes.
You are stepping into your future. You are stepping into success. I mean, if you look at this shoe right over here, inside it says, "Follow me to success." So it's the first step into anything that you want to do for these children.
Okere's story is not one from rags to riches. He comes from a wealthy family. The 38-year-old says he showed ambition and drive very early in life.
Springfield's next target, obviously, is to reach first oil, to start producing the hydrocarbons that we found. And the good part about this, or what actually gets us going, is the fact that this will enable Springfield to invest more in our community investment projects by touching more lives in Ghana and on the continent. And also, in addition, it would enable the Ghana government to also increase their social intervention project that they use these proceeds for.
The country expects to be producing 250,000 barrels of oil a day by next year, which would make it the fourth largest producer in sub-Saharan Africa, the Financial Times said. Ghana's Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta said earlier this year he expected the country to more than double overall crude oil production over the next 4 years.
Right, a very interesting story indeed.